Okay, record dah.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to all the audience and fellow panelists. I'm Zuriana from Cyberjaya as the moderator. It was a great day today. It is a forum as old as higher education itself. What is the most important thing to get a job? Does that higher level education keep you on the doorstep? Or it's your past work experience matters more? And other than just getting a job, would experience or education be better for you than continuing to work, grow in your career, and make a living for decades to come? This is what the evidence shows. Also, there are so many opinions on how educational attainment and income are closely correlated, with higher degrees typically leading to the higher salaries. Better educated workers also have lower rates on unemployment. Higher education is especially important for people early in their careers. As you move along, job experience as the acquisition of new skills can take on added weight. Firstly, I would like to introduce our lovely speaker for today, Miss Izati from Selangor, Miss Rohaini from Pariksan, Miss Hafiza from Cheras, and Miss Romiza from Ipoh. Thank you everyone for your time today. It used to be enough for students to spend 4 years working hard on assignments, labs, and exams to earn a useful master's degree, then signifies competence and can be redeemed for a good job. Employers will spend weeks or months training their newly hired graduates, sometimes in cohorts, building extensive knowledge so that it can be applied to the specific needs of a company or government agency. Today, on the other hand, employers want new graduates who don't need them to train. Therefore, with this in mind, today's panelists will discuss the study and information on education versus experience. There's common sense in the ongoing global quest for efficiency and competitiveness. Education and training are now seen as the responsibility of the post-secondary sector, where students face broader expectation not only to learn and synthesize subject matter, but also to adapt it and use it immediately. This discussion will take around 20 to 30 minutes, and at the end of the discussion, I will open the floor for a short Q&A session. So let us continue with our first question to panel number 1, Ms. Rohaini. Ms. Rohaini, can you explain the importance of education versus experience to university students in the time they spend studying? And why do so many people discuss it?
Okay, Assalamualaikum and thank you to Ms. Zurina. Education versus experience, which is more important in a job application? For me, which is important is a job application. Both need each other and are equally important, learning and experience. Obtaining a higher education only proves you can success in academic, not in a real world job situation. Success in actual work tell prospective employee more about what you have to offer. Against now that all university practical and are not an excuse for students to have no experience. Even if it take about 3 months, if will make employee feel confident to hire them. If you recent graduate, you need degree, you can be proof that you have it accurately the skill needed for entry-level job in your chosen field. cooperative employee tend to see you as someone who can get up to speed quickly. Need a little training on the job, which take time and money for the employee. Any work experience you gain can help with the form of job to pay the bill. As noted by Joe D. Koo in the chronic for higher education, research show that working during college is related to acquiring skill preferred by employees such as teamwork and time management. It also helps students see firsthand the practical value of learning in their classroom by applying it in real life setting, which in addition for often help clarify their career aspirations. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Miss Rohaini, for your opinion. Now we go to panel number 2, Miss Izati. Miss Izati, between education and experience, do you think the experience is better than education? Or education is better than experience? Can you share your opinion on this topic?
Assalamualaikum and thank you to our seat moderator, Ms. Suriana, to also my fellow panel for inviting me to be one of the panel to this forum. I am referring to the question given by our moderator. If you ask me, in my opinion, no one can live life without learning something. What you learn and experience can often determine your success or failure in life. Effortful learning combined with real life on-the-job experience is winning formula for success. Your choice and your experience help create the person that you are. To gain a better understanding of career, organize some work experience or a few days work shadowing with an employer. It may not give you time to develop job-specific skill, but it can give you insight into the work involved. It also shows you'll be motivated and commitment. I want to say that both is important, but I would prefer experience because employers seek experienced candidates that demonstrate that you can be both, be part of a team as well as take on a leadership role. In addition, just holding any sort of regular job demonstrates certain skill all employers needs: timeliness, professionalism, and work ethic. Every company needs experienced employees to reduce all the costs involved, such as training costs, the cost of time to teach and teach speed of an employee to perform a given task. However, to upgrade the position in company, it is not only focused on employee experience. Qualification in terms of academia can also help the promotion of individual in a company. What am I trying to convey is that the employees can only take short-term or long-term courses as appropriate to improve their performance in taking promotion opportunities. I try to say that gain the experience before you engage with any job to make you a chosen one among others, and at the same time, explore and upgrade your education level will help your career advancement. To conclude my explanation, get experience and later upgrade your papers. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Miss Izati. Miss Hafiza, what are your thoughts on this?
Okay, firstly, I would like to say thank you to you, Ms. Zorana, for inviting me as one of the panels for today's. Basically, we can see that nowadays, most of the organization out there, we look at the people who have more experience rather than certificate. I believe that through the experience, people will get more potential job opportunity. As an example, an internship or work experience could lead to a permanent role. Just as they give you a chance to try different roles, placement provides an opportunity for organization to try out prospective candidates. And it's well known that most employers consider their pool of interns first when hiring for full-time positions. Besides that, work experience also offers a good route into smaller company, which don't have budget for big recruitment drive and where poor hiring decision can be costly. Even if there is no immediate vacancy, if you perform well, you will be top of mind when an opening does occur. Moreover, through experience, you also can expand your network. I took an example based on the other's opinion. According to Henry, the one of worker who have an experience in an investment firm, as he said, talking to colleagues, understand what they do every day, how they got into the industry, and then just getting to know people. That's what's really brought it to life and convinced me I'd like to work in this field. Alright, lastly, by boost your employability. Work experience is undeniable can improve employability. Employers won't expect a new graduate to have lots of technical expertise, but they will want to see your potential. And this is where some industry-specific work can set you apart from the crowd. According to Lizzie Penn, who is founder of Global Graduate, she said, work experience and other things you have done at university are almost more important than your degree. They define you, make you stand out. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Miss Hafiza. Miss Romiza, why require a degree when the job's duties and responsibilities are the same, no matter how much education an employee has? What do employers want more?
Assalamualaikum and very good morning. Assalamualaikum and very good evening for all panelists and our moderator, Ms. Zuraina. This is a great day today to discuss about the issue of education versus experience. Nowadays, many university graduates do not get jobs because they have no work experience. Experience is very important for education because the experience involves knowledge. Many organizations do not want to take a risk and hence they look out for people with experience. Anyone associated with any field, they want experience to handle it. Secondly, the battle competition. Nowadays, world filled with the competition in all fields. An individual who deserves to better the competitive job market should possess all the skill set along with experience, which is mandatory to obtain a job role and to develop commercial skills. Work experience mandatory and also the work environment understood. Hence, experience is important for any professional. Thirdly, experience teach you a valuable lesson. With experience is one that help you learn more valuable lesson. Anna Alanco, advisor of career service at one of college, mentioned 5 valuable reasons for having working experience. Some of them are the individual learn about their like and they learns about his strengths and weakness, impresses the employer. What is employers seek work experience? The fact is that about 18% of employers seek work experience in the same manner. 2/3 of the organization reserve to recruit young employees with experience rather than others. It is competitive to find work these days, and work experience can be the right way to help candidates get a job. Finally, practical experience required. Several fields are in high demand these days, and possessing practical experience in those fields can be beneficial. Many employers look out for employees who possess experience in their relative job roles. This is because only the perfect and versatile skill set can help individuals reach success. Thank you, Ms. Zuraina.
Okay, thank you, Miss Romiza. Okay, Miss Hafiza, Can you give some reason why experience matters more than education?
Alright, Ms. Rana, there are a few reasons why we should value experience over education. Firstly, we can see that through the concept versus application. The theory might help you put things in frameworks and analyze them, while an experience gets you to decision action. As an example, the experience teach you about how to apply learnings to produce variable outcomes regardless of any concept you might have learned. So this is a reason why Albert Einstein said the only source of knowledge is experience. Secondly, by know thyself. The most valuable contribution of experience comes from the self-awareness it gives you. The advantage of having worked on an actual job lets you learn about your strengths and weaknesses, areas of improvement, and give you an insight about where your passion lies. Thus, to those who want to find their passion, getting some work experience is a must. Third, by workplace reality. Experience helps you learn about the everyday realities of working life, and most importantly, equips you with the soft skills needed to succeed at any organization. And lastly, of course, by power of network. Experience gives you access to a network of people who have been there, and then that by letting you tap into their wisdom early on and learning from them, it lets you avoid common mistake of career planning. Thank you.
Okay, I try to ask questions to the panels who are willing to answer. What are the benefits of education and experience? Maybe two panel can answer. Maybe Miss Rohaini can answer. Miss
Sorry.
Rohaini.
Yeah. Okay, sorry. Both have a benefit, but I choose is education. The benefit of education are many. Not only will you benefit for receive education in terms of income, career advancements, skill development, and employee opportunity. But your community and society will also benefit from education. Community with higher graduation rate and level of education tend to be highest. Have a higher economic stability, lower crimes, and higher equity. First, personal development of skills. Students are required to go through many type of assignment, discussion, courses, and more while they are in education. So they end up with a great skill set that translate into a workforce. In addition, from the extracurriculum, students learn art, sport, and more than help them personally in life and connect with others. Students are required to submit writing assignment, work in group, participate in discussion, or appear in front of others. This leads to excellent writing communication, speaking skill, and group communication. And last, persuasive your desires. When you are interested in something, you want to get involved in the topic or new area of interest in your field of student. Thank you.
For me, experience is giving more priority to the employer. One of the benefits of hiring experienced employees is that you are not starting from ground zero. An experienced and reliable professional can hit the ground running with little to no training. They efficiently fill the skill gap within your organization and often bring strong communication and leadership skill to the table. The positive candidate experience will strengthen your organization reputation as an employer and will help reinforce your value proposition to employees. Focusing on the part of the process that matter and using technology as an enabler can improve efficiencies and reduce costs. So keep in mind that your candidate experience affect more than just your application. If it also play a significant role in your recruiting result and your business as a whole. That means if you are offering a poor candidate experience, it's hindering you and your organization. Thank you.
How about other panels? What is the difference between education and experience? Miss Romiza, do you have any other point to share?
Assalamualaikum and thank you, Ms. Zuraina. In my opinion, experience is more valuable than education. Firstly, pay increases if you have experience. They can pay a rise based on our experience. This is because many students have been done restate their experience. The candidate are given priority in the job interview. Secondly, competition can give more experience. It helps you find high payers job and professional experience to qualify for this role. If you want to be a competitive candidate, you want to have more experience than other candidates. Finally, skills development experience can help you develop the skills you need for the job. Experience can help candidates to find more job opportunities and ways to finding highlight relevant experience can be effectively help you. Thank you, Ms. Zuraina.
Okay, thank you, Miss Romiza. Good points from our fellow panelists. Okay, here I also want to share my own view in education. There are various forms of experience which includes mental, physical, emotional, spiritual, and many others. Conversely, education can be divided into stages of primary, secondary, and tertiary or higher education. The first one is education in general is a bigger concept compared to experience. Second one, education is best exemplified in learning from books, while experience is on the job trainings. Number 3, the source of knowledge for education is in printed materials, whereas with experience, the knowledge is gained either through involvement or exposure. Last one, a person with great experience is called an expert, while a person with great education is not always immediately regarded as an expert in his or her field. Okay, all right. Thanks to all our panelists for their short knowledge, sharing and beneficial input today. We hope the audience did attain new information on education versus experience. Because of the time is not on our side, I would like to open just one question from audience. I would like to ask Ms. Rohaini to answer. Ms. Rohaini, in your personal opinion, are those who have no education certificate not as successful as people who have education certificate?
All right, thank you, Ms. Zurina. Bill Gates started Microsoft when he was 19 and has seen signed because one of the richest people in the world, Mark Zuckerberg, owned one of the most valuable technology company in the US. Steve Jobs stayed up Apple in his garage. What do the three people have in common? No one actually finished college. Bill Gates is considered the most successful dropout at Harvard. Moreover, there are many others who have started successful businesses without learning a master degree. So considering modern opportunity and technological advance, it is a degree still needed or it is possible to succeed without lecture? The short answer is yes, it is possible to succeed without lecture, but the longer answer is the succeed without lecture, especially to the extent that get Zuckerberg and Jobs that's exception, not the rule. To have a truly successful career, learning a teacher's degree giving you a clear advantage. There are people working hard to success for what reasons? Because they are don't finish their lecture, and a lot of people will look down on these people. That you see when they give up, you don't see them when they're starting something. Can you succeed without class? Yes, but it's complicated. Thank you.
Okay, conclusion of the topic. From the discussion, the actual reality of the education versus experience forum is that no single argument can cover all the potential situation of a fresh graduate who is weighing his or her option of choosing one over the other. In an ideal scenario without the either or dilemma, a candidate would be able to show both their theory, degree and work experience, which would equip him or her to perform better in the sought after job. This optimal combination would require taking a slower route through the journey of tertiary education in order to have time available for employment. This will help people to see the first-hand value of their educational applications in the real-life scenario. But to what extent are people successful in implementing this ideal case in their practical life? On one hand, a lot of focused graduates want to jump right into the job market and climb up the career ladder as fast as they can, because this is when they have a lot of energy to gather up practical work skills. In the highly growing and competitive job market, where everything moves at a fast pace, they don't want to be left behind. On the other hand, another group of graduates believe that higher education will give them better knowledge regarding relevant jobs before they actually enter the job market, which will improve their performance through better understanding. In reality, there are a lot of variables at work. The timing matters, the time needed to obtain the degree and for certain disciplines. The time during which the degree is being pursued should be taken into account. A degree obtained in the technological field might become obsolete without accumulation of relevant work experience. Things change rapidly in this field, and it is necessary to keep up with the trends. The field of work matters. Someone who is planning to acquire a higher degree should take into account the actual line of work they're going to work in. Some lines of work might demand higher education, whereas others may demand a level of job expertise that a degree won't. There is another way one can decide which to choose, and that is to look at the numbers. According to the National Bureau of Labour Statistics, tertiary education pays in higher earnings, but up to a certain point. A master's degree gets you more money than a bachelor's degree, but a doctoral degree, which is the highest point of education, attainments gets you less suffice money than a professional degree. In the end, the choice between job experience and higher education is very subjective and seems to be exclusive to the individual circumstances. The final decision should be taken after proper consideration of all relevant variables and trade-off. Okay. Because of the time is not on our side, we have to end this discussion. Thanks everyone. I hope this forum discussions brings value to everyone and are beneficial for us. Thank you and Assalamualaikum.